Welcome back, my friends. So many of you out there have aging parents. Maybe they're in a wheelchair, maybe they're in a nursing home, but I'm willing to put money on the line to say that a lot of them would love to get out and about with loved ones more than they're doing now. Well, there's a solution out there created by a local guy. Please welcome to the show Mr. Mike Flotkin, founder and owner of Mobility for You. Mike, how are you?
Fabulous, Matt.
We
How
had
you
Mike
doing?
all set up out the back door, and then Mother Nature said, why don't you bring him inside? Because he brought this great Mobility for You van. For people that don't know your service, tell us about it, what it is exactly you do.
We have a series of mobility vans that people can drive. They're wheelchair accessible, and all they do is, there's a shot of one.
Yeah. We brought it in from the rain.
There you go.
It's in the garage.
People can drive it because it's a Toyota minivan. You can take your loved one anywhere in the country, basically, and give them some freedom. Or we can also provide chauffeur service, but we use CNAs, that's a certified nurse's assistant, as a driver. So there's always someone on the van who knows what's going on. These are not taxi cab drivers.
But when you say they can drive it, if they have a license with a little bit of training from you, probably a couple of minute orientation, they're ready to go, right?
You could drive it today.
And that's saying something, because if I can drive it. No, I digress. But you also mentioned that these things can go way out of the area. Where have some of your customers taken them?
They've been to Denver, they've been to Atlanta, Washington, D.C., New Orleans. We've got, they've all been to, to the Ozarks and Branson. It's limited by your imagination.
So here's what's happening right now, probably. There's people watching and they're thinking, you know what, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, this would be perfect for them. However, there are additional roadblocks. How do I get mom out of the house? How do I keep mom mobile once we reach our destination? You've thought of all of that too, and you've made some additions to the fleet since the last time you were here. You've got some of these motorized scooters now too, right?
Well, my total vision is to become a one-stop shop to give total mobility to those who don't have it. So we now can install ramps and into people's homes. We can do other mobility devices like doorknobs and bathrooms and everything else. And then we rent motorized scooters and wheelchairs that people can, get on and drive, and they're a blast to drive. I mean, they really are. And with a few minutes training, anybody can drive them. And it just gives the people that sense of mobility that they don't have.
But they should have.
Yeah, it is true. They should. It's their right. And mobility is not just getting out. It's a state of mind. It improves people's outlook on life. They're not confined to a nursing facility. They don't feel like they're trapped. You get them out, and the problem is once you get mom or dad out, then they start bugging you. They say, hey Matt, it's a beautiful day. Let's go to the winery.
Let's get that van back down here.
That's right.
Well, you just told me a heartwarming story right before the show about a woman who's dealing with some very serious health issues who just wanted to go to the zoo, St. Louis Zoo. And you had an opportunity to see her face light up when that happened. That's the deal, folks. Whether they need a scooter, whether they need transportation to get there, even if they need a ramp to get out of the house to the van, this guy's come up with all the solutions. Nicely done. We always appreciate it.
Thank you, Matt. It's always a pleasure.
You bet. Thank you so much for sharing your business with us. If you'd like to find out more about Mobility for You, you can visit their website at mobilityforyou.com. That's mobility, F-O-R, and then the letter U.com, or give them a call. There's the number on the screen, 314-873-6814. Kent?
Matthew, what is it about that guy? Every time he comes here, I just want to buy something from him.
I know. I kind of want to
He's
work
the kind
for
of guy you just want to buy something from because he wouldn't do you wrong.
And don't
you
tell
know
my
what I'm saying?
bosses, but I kind of want to work for him.
Yeah.
He's just got the charisma, and he's really thought this through, and he's
Good point.
making it happen.